And that is sailing over deep mid-wicket.
It was created to build friendships. Today, it stages state-level hostility on a 22-yard pitch. So, does it still matter? The answer is complicated. When the Asia Cup began in 1984,
that one's coming down to, and it's all over. And India won this match against Pakistan.
the dream was simple: crown the best cricketing nation in Asia. The early editions were shaky. Politics constantly intruded. India skipped the 1986 edition in Sri Lanka over strained relations. Pakistan pulled out in 1990, and the dream of continental unity cracked before it could take root. But the idea survived, partly because the prize was too big to ignore. Asia houses cricket's largest audiences and richest markets. The tournament had too much potential to vanish. Then came the real turning point. In 2016, the Asian Cricket Council made a bold decision. The Asia Cup's format would mirror the next big ICC event. If a T20 World Cup was coming up, the Asia Cup would be T20. If an ODI World Cup was on the horizon,
now will that fielder have a chance? I think there is a chance here. Hardik Pandya called it.
the Asia Cup would be ODI. It was a masterstroke. Suddenly, the tournament was no longer a side dish. It was the World Cup's dress rehearsal. Teams had to bring their best players, sharpen strategies, and treat it as serious preparation. In one move, the Asia Cup turned from an endangered competition into a fixture nobody could skip. More than just a game. Yet the Asia Cup isn't remembered for tactical experiments or squad rotations. For most people, it's about one thing: India versus Pakistan. Since 2008, the two nations haven't played a full bilateral series. That leaves World Cups, Champions Trophies, and, crucially, the Asia Cup.
Tries his luck with a hit down the ground. Hardik takes it!
As the only guaranteed battlegrounds. And the scarcity has made every clash an event of global proportions. Media hype builds for weeks. Tickets sell out in hours. Even fans outside Asia tune in, because the rivalry has become cricket's greatest soap opera. But in 2025,
Gone! Straight to hand it to him. What a start for India!
the drama spun completely out of control. A terror attack, followed by retaliatory military action, pushed India and Pakistan to the brink of war, and all that heat spilled directly into the Asia Cup.
Down the track, it's up in the air. And taken in the deep. That's a big wicket.
The opening match ended with a scene no one could ignore. As the final ball was bowled, India's captain, Suryakumar Yadav, marched his players straight off the field. No handshakes, no courtesies, just silence. Later, Yadav confirmed it was deliberate. He called it an act of solidarity with victims back home.
We actually stand with all the victims of Pahalgam terror attack, and we stand with their families, also express our solidarity. Also, as I said at PC, that we dedicate this win to our brave armed forces who took part in Operation Sindoor.
Some things, he said, stand ahead of sportsmanship. It was a rare moment. A captain openly admitting cricket had been used as a political statement. But that was only the beginning.
It's in a way backward a point. They should come back for two. They will come back for two. And a fifth T20 half-century for Sahibzada Farhan.
In the rematch, Pakistan's opener Sahibzada Farhan raised his bat after a half-century and mimed firing a rifle. Then, bowler Haris Rauf turned to the crowd and flashed a 6-0 gesture, referencing Pakistan's unverified claim of downing 6 Indian jets.
What a strike! What a strike!
Cricket had blurred into propaganda. What should have been a game looked more like a frontline skirmish, and fans noticed. Indian media condemned Pakistan's provocations. Pakistani outlets doubled down, calling India's handshake snub, arrogant. On social media, millions of fans joined the crossfire, trading insults, memes, and even threats. The Asia Cup was supposed to bring countries together. Instead, it became a mirror of their worst divides. So why, despite all this toxicity, does the tournament continue? The answer is brutally simple: money. The Asia Cup is a commercial juggernaut. Broadcast rights for 2024 to 2031 sold for $170 million. Almost all of that value is pinned on India-Pakistan games. A 10-second ad slot during their clash sells for up to 16 lakh rupees. Sponsors fight for space, viewership breaks records, and the revenue from just one India-Pakistan fixture subsidizes the entire tournament. For cricket boards, this isn't a bonus. It's survival. The PCB, for instance,
Top edge. Good catch.
was projected to make $16 million from the 2025 edition alone, nearly 7% of its annual budget. That's money that pays players, supports domestic leagues, and keeps the board solvent. That's why, even after the handshake controversy, when the PCB threatened to boycott, the threat didn't last. Walking away meant financial collapse. One former chairman admitted bluntly, "Without India, the Asia Cup would cause an existential crisis for Pakistan cricket. National pride may roar loudly, but money whispers louder." There's another twist to all this. For all the hype, the so-called epic battle is becoming one-sided. By the time of the 2025 final, India had beaten Pakistan 7 times in a row across formats. The matches often ended in domination rather than drama. After yet another comfortable win, Captain Suryakumar Yadav dismissed the hype with a blunt truth: a rivalry needs a contest. Lately, this hasn't been a contest at all, and he wasn't wrong. The broadcasters may sell it as cricket's version of El Clasico, but the scoreboard tells a different story.
It looks a good shot, but the fielder has come around and he'll take the catch.
What's marketed as unpredictable has, in recent years, become predictable. This gap leaves the Asia Cup in a strange position. It thrives financially because of the rivalry, but competitively, that rivalry is losing credibility. Here's the paradox. Yes, the Asia Cup still matters, but not in the way it was originally intended. It doesn't matter as a symbol of Asia's cricket supremacy. That role belongs to World Cups. It doesn't matter as a bridge of friendship. Politics has seen to that. It matters because it's the only stage for cricket's most politically charged relationship. Because its commercial power is so immense.
Might be now, top edge from Sanju Samson, Abra.
It forces bitter rivals to play, even on the brink of war. And because it doubles as the ultimate World Cup rehearsal, where teams sharpen their weapons under the brightest lights, its importance isn't reduced by the controversies, it's cemented by them. The Asia Cup isn't just a tournament anymore, it's cricket's most chaotic mirror, reflecting politics, money, passion, and propaganda, all in one. Does it matter? More than ever. Just not for the reasons it was meant to.
And bang! It's over. It's India who win the Asia Cup.
Did this video have you hooked? Well, you are going to love the next ones. Just click these videos and keep with the insight.